Ever wondered what nightmares haunted our ancestors' dreams? It's a question that might send shivers down your spine. But the truth is, our past is filled with stories of diseases that took countless lives and left an indelible mark on history. Our journey begins with a look into the past, a past where humanity was not just battling against each other, but also against invisible enemies. These foes were not armed with swords or guns, but with something much more potent: disease. And these diseases were not just any diseases. They were the worst of the worst, the kind that could wipe out entire populations, change the course of history, and leave scars that lasted for generations. Why is it important to study these diseases of the past? For one, they tell us a lot about our history. They shaped societies, influenced politics, and even sparked scientific revolutions. They show us how resilient we are as a species, how we've been able to overcome even the most devastating of diseases. But they also serve as a stark reminder of the challenges we could face in the future. Over the next few minutes, we'll be delving into the stories of 7 such diseases: the Black Death, smallpox, the Spanish flu, polio, tuberculosis, cholera, and malaria. Each of these diseases has its own unique story to tell, a story of suffering, of struggle, but also of triumph and resilience. These are not just tales of diseases. They are narratives of human endurance and our never-ending quest for survival. They are stories that highlight the importance of science and medicine, of collaboration and innovation. So, buckle up, because we're about to embark on a journey through time. A journey that will take us back to the 14th century, to a world that was vastly different from the one we know today. But it's a world that has a lot to teach us about our past, our present, and our future. Let's dive into a journey through time, starting from the 14th century. And remember, as we venture into the past, these are not just the ghosts of our past. They are also the lessons for our future. In the 14th century, a shadow fell over Europe, a shadow we now call the Black Death. Often imagined as a grim reaper, sweeping across the land with his deadly scythe, the Black Death was a plague, a disease transmitted through the bite of infected fleas that hitched a ride on black rats. As the fever raged, victims suffered from painful swellings called buboes, and their bodies were covered in dark blotches, a horrifying spectacle that gave the disease its name. The Black Death claimed the lives of between 75 and 200 million people, wiping out about 60% of Europe's population. This catastrophic event altered the course of history, leading to significant social and economic changes. The labor shortage following the plague led to a rise in wages and a shift in power dynamics. Moving forward in time, we encounter another deadly foe: smallpox. Smallpox, a disease that left its mark not just on the skin, but on history. This malevolent malady is caused by the variola virus, and its symptoms are as terrifying as they are telltale. Fever, aches, and the infamous skin eruptions that gave smallpox its name. For centuries, smallpox was a relentless reaper, claiming the lives of millions. In the 18th century alone, it's estimated that smallpox killed 60 million people in Europe. That's roughly the entire population of Italy today. But here's the remarkable part. Smallpox is the only disease of its kind to have been completely eradicated, thanks to a global vaccination campaign led by the World Health Organization. An unprecedented victory in the annals of public health. Yet, despite its eradication, smallpox left indelible scars on the face of humanity, a stark reminder of the devastation diseases can wreak. Fast forward to the early 20th century, we meet the Spanish flu. The Spanish flu, the invisible enemy that brought the world to its knees. One of the deadliest pandemics in human history, it erupted in the final year of World War I in 1918. This H1N1 influenza virus with genes of avian origin was not Spanish at all. The name was a mere misnomer due to a misconception, but the devastation it caused was real and widespread. The Spanish flu was a silent stalker, showing symptoms similar to a common cold, but it could turn deadly within hours, causing severe respiratory issues. The death toll was catastrophic, with an estimated 50 million lives claimed worldwide. This deadly outbreak had a significant impact on the course of the Great War. With soldiers falling ill in the trenches, military operations were severely hampered. The pandemic even played a role in ending the war, as it hastened the armistice negotiations. Next on our list, a disease that struck fear into the hearts of parents worldwide, polio. Polio, the silent invader that crippled nations. A highly infectious viral disease, polio struck without warning, invading the nervous system, and in some cases leading to paralysis. The disease, whose full name is poliomyelitis, primarily affected children under 5 years old. Symptoms range from mild, like fever and fatigue, to severe, including muscle weakness and paralysis. Polio left its mark on society, causing widespread fear and panic in the mid-20th century. But this story has a silver lining. A successful vaccination campaign led by Dr. Jonas Salk in the 1950s significantly reduced the global incidence of polio. This monumental achievement shows the power of scientific research and global cooperation in combating disease. Thanks to the relentless efforts of health workers and organizations worldwide, we're on the brink of eradicating polio, a feat that was once thought impossible. Moving on, we encounter an old enemy that still lingers today, tuberculosis. Tuberculosis and cholera, the deadly duo that still pose a threat today. Let's delve into these two formidable adversaries of public health. Tuberculosis, also known as TB, is an infectious disease caused by the bacterium Mycobacterium tuberculosis. This resilient pathogen primarily attacks the lungs, but can also affect other parts of the body. Symptoms of TB are often insidious, including a persistent cough, weight loss, fatigue, and night sweats. In the 19th and early 20th centuries, this white plague was responsible for 1 in 7 deaths, a grim testament to its virulence. Fast forward to today, and the fight against TB continues. While modern medicine has provided us with effective treatments, the World Health Organization estimates that 10 million people fell ill with TB in 2023. The battle is far from over, but relentless research and healthcare initiatives are inching us closer to a world free from TB. On the other hand, cholera, a waterborne disease caused by the bacterium Vibrio cholera, has been a potent symbol of the perils of poor sanitation. Its symptoms are severe, including profuse diarrhea and vomiting, leading to rapid dehydration and, if left untreated, death. During the 19th century, cholera pandemics claimed millions of lives around the globe, its wrath facilitated by crowded living conditions and inadequate sanitation systems. In the 21st century, cholera continues to rear its ugly head, primarily in areas with limited access to clean water and sanitation. However, the tireless work of public health organizations, combined with improvements in water quality, sanitation, and oral vaccines, have significantly reduced the incidence and mortality of cholera worldwide. In essence, tuberculosis and cholera, once the harbingers of death, have been tamed to an extent. Yet, they serve as a stark reminder of the ongoing struggle against infectious diseases. As we continue our journey through the annals of medical history, we must remember that the fight against these diseases is an ongoing one, a testament to human resilience in the face of adversity. Finally, we reach the end of our journey with a disease that has plagued humanity for millennia, malaria. Malaria, the ancient adversary that still fights us today. A disease that has been with us since the dawn of civilization, malaria is a formidable foe. It's caused by a tiny parasite, Plasmodium, transmitted to humans through the bite of an infected mosquito. Once inside the body, it multiplies in the liver before invading our red blood cells, wreaking havoc on our system. The symptoms are deceptively simple: fever, headache, chills, often mistaken for a common flu. But left untreated, malaria can be deadly. It has claimed countless lives throughout history, with a death toll that's hard to comprehend. Even today, in a world of advanced medicine and technology, hundreds of thousands of people still succumb to it every year. Yet we are not defenseless. Scientists worldwide are working tirelessly, developing new treatments, improving prevention methods, and striving to control mosquito populations. Malaria may be a part of our past, but it doesn't have to define our future. These diseases have shaped our past, but with knowledge and determination, we can shape our future. We've journeyed through time, encountering the deadliest diseases of our past. We've borne witness to the Black Death's reign of terror, smallpox's indiscriminate wrath, and the Spanish flu's unexpected onslaught. We've seen how polio struck fear into the hearts of parents everywhere, and how tuberculosis and cholera once claimed countless lives. We've explored the enduring challenge that malaria continues to pose. These stories serve as stark reminders of the battles humanity has fought against disease. They help us appreciate the importance of medical advancements that have allowed us to conquer many of these once devastating health threats. They also underscore the value of public health measures, from sanitation to vaccination, in preventing the spread of disease. As we move forward, let's carry these lessons with us. Let's continue to support scientific research, and let's not forget the power of informed communities and proactive health practices. Remember, the past is not just history, it's a lesson for our future. Stay safe, stay informed.